If you're at all active in NBA draft circles, you probably know about the mythical Kentucky guard hit rate. If this is new to you, it's basically the phenomenon that guards drafted out of the University of Kentucky always seem to find success in the NBA, and often at All-Star and All-NBA levels. But do these guards actually succeed at a higher rate than other colleges? And if so, why is that? Let's start by taking a look at all the guards drafted out of Kentucky in the first round for the past 10 years. It starts rough in 2014 with James Young, but the next year we see Devin Booker, then Jamal Murray in 2016, then De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk the next year. In 2018 we got SGA, then Hero in 19, then Maxey and Emmanuel Quickley in 2020. Recently we've got Shaedon Sharpe and Ty Washington in 2022, Cason Wallace in 2023, and Reed Sheppard and Rob Dillingham most recently in 2024, who have both been dominating in the Summer League. So let's take a look to see just how impressive these Wildcats have been. I'm only judging players from 2020 and earlier, since the new guys still have plenty of time to develop. So of the 9 players from 2014 to 2020, all but James Young have managed to put together a 20 minutes per game season and have lasted in the league for 5 years, long enough to get that second contract. 6 of them have been able to start 50 games a season, and all those same 6 have been able to put together a season averaging 20 points per game. James Young, Malik Monk, and Emmanuel Quickley are the ones left off this list, although Quickley doing both this upcoming season wouldn't surprise me at all. But here's where it gets nuts though. Of the 9 guards drafted from 2014 to 2020 from Kentucky, 4 of them are All-Stars and 3 have made All-NBA teams. And I'd be shocked if Maxey doesn't add an All-NBA team to his resume in the next few years. So let's look at some actual hit rates, depending on how you define a hit. 89% have made it 5 years in the league and played 20 minutes a game, at least carving out meaningful bench spots. 67% started 50 games and averaged 20 points per game, making 2/3 of these guys high-level NBA starters. 44% made All-Star teams and 33% made All-NBA. In a league where many players don't see more than a few games in a rookie contract, this level of success from a single program is insane. And for the guys drafted post-2020, the future looks equally bright. Shaedon Sharpe looks to be an all-star potential player, with at least the upside of a high-level starter. Cason Wallace had a strong rookie season, although playing for a deep OKC team, he didn't get a ton of time to shine. I imagine he gets traded and carves out a meaningful role somewhere else. Reed and Rob, the rookies, have looked great in Summer League, but it's really too early to know with them. The only weak spot recently seems to be Ty Washington, who is probably on his way out of the league after 2 lackluster seasons. So let's compare the Kentucky hit rate to some other blue blood colleges. I aggregated all the guards from Duke, UConn, and UCLA in the same period, and I found that 75% stayed in the league for 5 years, but only 1 of 8, with that one being Zach LaVine, has ever averaged 20 and made an all-star team. So Kentucky guards clearly do succeed at a vastly above average rate. But why is this? Well, some of it is that Kentucky guards are just better. 14 have been drafted in the past 10 years, compared to 5 from Duke, 4 from UConn, and 4 from UCLA. A lot of this can be explained by Kentucky simply getting the best guard prospects. All of the players I've mentioned were top 10 guards in their high school class from 24/7 Sports rankings. Being a successful blue blood school, they have a natural draw that goes beyond NIL resources. And once this pattern of guard development emerged, more and more players saw, oh, Kentucky really develops people at my position well. It would make sense to go there if my main goal is NBA success. The rich keep getting richer in this respect. But credit also goes to Coach Cal and his system. Though missing the success expected of a blue blood at the college level, the way he runs his offense very much supports guard development for the NBA. He's not afraid to give his star players big usage rates, which means they can put up numbers and have lots of opportunities to learn. His offense also relies a lot on spacing, which does a few things. The guards discussed here are all very fast and athletic, so they can get to the rim effectively in space, giving them good numbers and efficiency. NBA offenses are also typically much more spaced out than college ones, so it gets the players used to more advanced offensive schemes. The guards Calipari offers are all pretty much in the same vein, being effective shooters who also have an athletic, fast finishing ability. This skill set works so well in the NBA because it allows players to punish defenders who sag too far back in isolation or hedge the pick and roll with their jumper, then use speed to get around slower defenders when not given space. Calipari picks these type of guys because his offense is so similar to the NBA. The system he's created, along with the guys he picks, gives them the tools to succeed in higher-level offenses and against stronger and faster competition. If any single person deserves the credit, it's Coach Cal. But this leaves us at an interesting point because Calipari was fired by Kentucky this season for underperforming in the NCAA tournament. His new position is at Arkansas, so if we see hordes of elite Razorback guards coming into the league, we'll have all but confirmed that Coach Cal is behind the success of these guards. But with Arkansas not having the storied history of Kentucky basketball, they won't have the first pick at any prospect they want like the Wildcats do. We just may have seen the end of this unprecedented run of development. Thank you all for tuning in. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Our socials are linked in the description at FIWB Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. And if you guys can think of any other instances where a college's positional group has had this much success, please feel free to enlighten us in the comments section. We'll see you next time.